If I'm saying I'm not going to submit 100% to a guy, it doesn't mean I'm not going to respect you. I give you the needed respect, you give me the needed respect. I feel the agreement starts at that point.
You're obligated to, as a woman, to be submissive in any relationship whatsoever.
Says who?
It says in the Bible.
What if I'm not a Christian?
I don't agree.
The question for today is there an underlying issue with submission in relationships? Which camera am I talking
There's
to?
none at all.
So, what's your take on that, guys?
There's no problem at all. The woman just has to be submissive.
The drinks are coming. Today we've got drinks from the Master Mix bar. So please
Be submissive
bring
when
your
you drink.
smart answers before you get your smart juice.
I just give all the answers. Like, there's no issue at all.
Okay, is there an underlying issue in
There's
submission?
none at all.
Why would you say that?
Your duty is just to be submissive in relationships as a woman.
My duty.
Yes, your duty. You're obligated to actually.
What?
Yeah, biblically, you're obligated to.
Biblically.
Yeah,
So what?
biblically.
So what?
Discern that,
I can't even
detective.
believe.
Discern
I can't
it.
believe what
Discern
you're
it. Wait.
saying.
Pause.
Please,
Pause.
when you start, think about what you're saying.
Pause.
Just think.
And discern it. I already thought about it, and I'm saying you're obligated to, as a woman, to be submissive in any relationship whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Says who?
It says in the Bible.
But what if I'm not a
I
Christian?
don't agree. Like I'm not.
Huh?
With you on that.
But is it mandatory? It's not mandatory.
I like that.
I definitely am.
I'm not a Christian.
Exactly.
So why are we
So what
obligated? Who said?
You know, I haven't actually read
Who
the
said?
Quran, but
Are you for
I'm sure
real?
somewhere in
But
there.
you know it's
as a
in the
woman,
Bible.
I'm sure somewhere in
Listen.
there is something about submission.
Listen.
I'm a Muslim, but
I'm Muslim. There's nothing like that in the Quran.
there is, but it's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory.
Yes.
So what does it say?
I don't.
You don't really know.
Can't. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Say,
recall.
it could be in the Quran or the Bible that you, but a lot of things are evolved,
Good.
and
Thank
then
you.
we are moving forward.
Okay.
Things we used to do 10 years back, we are not doing it. So why can't this also change?
All right. So let's say.
So in a relationship, you still
Okay.
want to stick to the man being, is it a master and a servant's relationship?
No,
Exactly.
it's not what we're
It's
saying.
not-
Is it-
Wait, hold on
it's
a
not
second.
about-
we're
But
saying.
if
Oh, that's what you
That's
said.
what you said.
Obligated.
Obligated.
Yes.
Like that's what it makes it
Yes.
sounds so scary. Like
Thank
you need
you.
to do this.
Like,
You need
we
to
have
sit
to-
here. You
no,
need
no,
to
no.
If I get a
your
woman
glasses
pregnant,
back
I'm
on.
obligated to take care of the child. I'm not scared in taking care of the child. It's my obligation. You know, intuitively, I have to take care of the kid. As a woman, you're supposed to submit to your man.
Jamila, my bestie, I'm sorry that maybe obligation sounded quite aggressive, but I feel like as a woman, regardless of whatever relationship you have with the man, submission is key. As a woman, you're obligated to, be submissive, show traits of submission. If it's a friendship, if it's a form of you're courting the person, because with these things you don't know how the relationship would end, or where it's going to be. But you need to show traits of submission, because that one alone would be the key thing that would sustain it, regardless if everything falls apart. Trust me. So that's all I'm saying.
You need to
No, but there is
respect your man.
co-parenting. You
There
don't
is a
take care of the
difference
kid.
between respect and submission. You need to respect.
Why are you making submission
But if-
sound
if-
like
if-
it?
exactly.
No,
They-
it's
they-
a
they make
forcing
it
like
sound
slavery
like
of
that.
master
But that's how he
Yes.
said it.
Yeah, that's
how
how
he
it
said
sounds.
it.
That's how he came out.
What's an obligation?
You are
Oh,
obligated to
who's a
must-
responsible man? Are
you
we
must-
forgetting who a responsible man is right
You
now?
must do it, but actually in a relationship it comes together. You come with your 50% and the girl comes with their 50%. That means you two, you must also be submitting to your wife.
Sure.
You should. What do you mean? Who are you to tell me what to do? Who really
It's
are
not-
you?
it's not-
The
it's-
only
it's not
person-
about him telling you
If I'm nothing, I'm a man.
Wait, the only person that I'm supposed to submit to, in the Bible it says, ladies, submit to your husband as
Then don't
as
date.
you,
Then don't
as
date.
you submit to the Lord.
Don't date.
So I'm going to submit to the
Then-
Lord.
then don't
But
date.
you, darling, you need to just relax.
Don't date.
What do you mean don't
Stay,
date?
stay a nun before you get married.
Sorry, please. Okay, so submission, I believe, should come hand in hand. It should be a mutual agreement. I bring my part, you do your part. And then I think people confuse submission with respect. If I'm saying I'm not going to submit 100% to a guy, it doesn't mean I'm not going to respect you. I give you the needed respect, you give me the needed respect. And that, I feel, the agreement starts at that point.
Why are people looking at it like it's a master and a slave thing?
Well, that's what you
Yeah, that's
said.
how it
No,
sounds.
obligation.
It sounds scary.
No. No one is compelling you to. It's your obligation to be submissive.
What do you
Define
understand?
obligation.
No,
you
define
even know?
submission.
Let me look for something.
Let me read
Okay,
it to you here.
Thank you. The
Let me read
definition of
something to
submission.
you. If you submit to something, you unwillingly allow something to be done to you.
Right.
A synonym for obligation
Or
is
you do what
responsibility.
someone wants. You unwillingly allow something to be done to you.
I said the word here was obligation.
No,
instead
we
of
changed it.
submission.
We
Submission,
are
stop it,
telling you
move.
what it means to submit to somebody. You
Right.
unwillingly
No,
allow
that's
something
the
to be
submission
done.
we are talking about is
one
the biblical
definition.
submission.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
we
I'm
are
talking about
talking
biblical.
about.
That's
That's
what
what we are talking about.
The word, it didn't say biblical or
Well,
whatever.
you
it
are not
said
talking about
submission.
the biblical
right now.
But the kind
You
of
picked just
submission
one
I am
definition
talking-
of submission.
Exactly.
You've picked just one definition of submission.
Yeah, but that's what I read.
That's one raw
That's
definition.
what I read.
one raw definition.
That's what it is.
Okay,
It's
so
still
even
doesn't-
that is
that's
what
the-
it is.
That's still
That's
not
that's
still
so
meaning
part.
Just read another one.
Another
That's
one.
so part.
Just read
Let me,
another one.
while she's
Listen,
let me
listen.
Talk.
This guy over here said the question is in relationships. There are different
Yes.
forms of relationship. In a friendship, I do not have to do anything that you tell me what to do. I do what I want. In a relationship where you're just my boyfriend, I still do not have to do anything that he asks me to do. If you're my husband, then I have the option of thinking
Do you believe
whether
for someone that believes
I
friendship
haven't
Let
is
her
finished
finish.
linked to
Let her
marriage?
finish.
I haven't finished.
Let her finish.
I haven't.
Because I also have something.
Thank you. And when I finish, she can speak, not you.
Okay, finish.
So when in a relationship,
Finish.
in a marriage, yes, it says wives submit to your husband as you submit to the Lord. So depending on how deep my relationship is with God, which it is, will determine if. Well, to be fair, it will determine if my husband gets that opportunity,
I
whether
see.
he gets that.
So there's
that
an
pleasure.
if.
Yeah, it
Your
does.
husband. There's an if there.
But to be fair,
Wow.
But to
Daughter
be
of the
fair,
Lord.
knowing the type of woman that I am, yes, I'm glad you know I'm a daughter of the King.
With an if.
I would have already done my research, and
Wow.
this person that I end up being with, 50-50, we come together, so he'll be able to respect me. There's no way you can come and tell me, do this. There's a tone, the tone that he asks me to do stuff. You need to come correct. Who are you? Who are you talking to? Do you know who I am? Do you?
You're a
No.
woman.
You wanted
Darling.
to say something.
Yes, I wanted to say
Yeah.
I side with her on everything, but when it comes to boyfriend, girlfriend too, there is submission when it comes to sex. With that, you have to me, I don't know.
So how?
When it
Explain.
comes to sex,
Who needs to submit?
the lady.
How?
Both sides.
Finish.
Yes. No, I'm saying when it comes to sex, you know, it's in a heated moment. So when he
it comes to sex,
turns,
it's even the guy that needs to submit.
Oh.
It's me. You need to submit.
50-50.
you know, then maybe from my point of view, when I have to submit, yes, we are in a heated moment. You ask me to turn this way, I will turn for you because I'm supposed to turn. You ask me to. No,
But why?
You know,
I will turn for you when it comes to that. But aside that,
No, from the way you are saying it, like that's the like.
and it's
It was the way that this guy came and said it from the
But how did
beginning.
he
How did I say it?
I was just
He
jumping off your
said,
boat.
he said something. He said something.
No, it's fine. That's what I wanted to. Yeah, when it comes to sex, you have
Let her
to.
finish.
You have to. That's all I wanted
You need
to
to.
say.
You have to submit for your guy.
When it comes to.
When it comes to.
You have to. It happens naturally because when it's in a heated moment.
But I can also tell you to turn.
Yeah, so it's normal.
To stop.
I can also
Tell
tell
you
you
to stop, and you have to
It's
stop.
50-50. That's
Yes,
submission.
so there is no
But-
submission anywhere. We meet each other in the middle.
Thank you.
know, there is no one. There is no upper hand anywhere. There is no upper hand anywhere.
Drew, prayer warrior. See, I hate Christians. I hate Christians who the Bible, then they pick some, then they use some, then they pick some. How? Drew says she be Christian. Every time I'll pray. If this thing, God will come to this. But Drew, today the Bible, you they pick inside. They tell me, say, submission, you have to meet 50-50. Submission is not 50-50. Someone has to come down for someone. 60-40, 70-30. That's how submission works. 80-20. Someone has to do what? Has to come down for someone in every situation. You know, if you tell me, say, Jamie, I'll meet you in the middle. In the middle where? Where in the middle? Where? Come on, guys. Jews should shock me. I thought you said I would come. You they pick the Bible. Are you really a Christian? Tell me. You really be Christian? Christians don't do selective memory verses and quotes and all that. No, that's not true Christian.
No, the guy can tell you to turn. You can equally tell the guy to turn.
Yes, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have. You don't say you will not submit.
What if I don't want to do that position?
Why won't I say no? Why
But why
don't I say
don't you
no?
want to do that
Consent.
sexually?
We
don't.
don't.
Why no?
But
would you expect another girl to give me that?
You can buy a sex toy if you want someone to satisfy sexually without your feelings.
If I'm married, why should I go and buy a sex toy?
I have my right. No. Let me say something. Please say something.
I mean, she was talking about like sexual vibe, and I was like, so at the end of the day, if he wants this position, and Drew is saying that
she doesn't want.
I'm not saying from top. From top, you discuss it. No, you don't have to discuss it from top. In a heated moment, you are doing it. You are doing the.
Yeah, but in the heated
moment, he asked you, baby, can you please pull your? Let's say I want to do the position. Can you please pull up for me?
You have to.
You have to. You have. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. I only side with that. I only side with that.
I can't do it not because I don't want to. I don't want you to tell me what to do. But maybe I don't want that.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you don't want to learn it for your husband,
no.
What are you saying? That's what I'm saying. You can buy a sex toy if you wanted to do everything you want.
Why buy sex toy if I'm married? Why go buy sex toy for what?
You don't need to tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. At the end of the day, I'm telling you this is what I like. At the end of the day,
that's fine.
for relationship told inside, you have to compromise something. You have to compromise.
Yeah, this submission matter. I don't know why like these girls make it look like if they say submission and then for life law make them tell you to doormat or be master then slave thing. See, you have to submit to your man. It be as simple as that. Drew, if it's not you dey talk say you be Christian and if something you go pray and things. Where you are like you for question your your religion self as a Christian because I feel like say you are not practicing what you read self because at the end of the day you as an individual, right, you know that submission it comes with respect. Where respect be actually everything, you understand? Other things go follow.
You see, in a relationship, you have to compromise.
I agree.
Because exactly that's what keeps the relationship going. Because at the end of the day, it's not all the time that you are going to maybe want to do something that he or she wants to do it.
Thank you.
So if you want to, bring understanding for things to move on, like onto the next level, you have to compromise because sometimes
nobody's saying
nobody's
saying you are
wrong. But submission just confirms the act of compromise.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It does.
No,
And
it
if you don't have that,
Why does it say that? Why did it say submission? Where did you get that fact from?
We can do a whole thesis on this thing, and then you guys would realize.
See, you are saying you are talking about the compromise, and you're based on only the side of the man. You can equally compromise
with your wife.
It's all
about coming together.
It goes hand in hand. Everything goes hand in hand. Okay, everything goes hand in hand.
And you are missing the point about your obligation to be submissive. If you're not willing to, there's no way you compromise.
Exactly.
There's no way you compromise. Why are you saying if? You even put an if with a caveat that if my husband, knowing very well that God has said okay this you're putting an if daughter of this I used to
and in the first place if you have collected your data you wouldn't be submissive to someone who treats you
Thank you.
If you have collected
that's
your
why
that is what I said.
That
is what I said. In a marriage is different. In a relationship and friendship, there's submission.
But in a relationship, you are building it into
exactly.
And thank you.
Unless, of course,
because we are building, there's no way I'm not going to start anything.
But if you are my friend, I'm not supposed to submit.
Okay,
so
no.
We are not talking about
the question talks about relationship. It goes both ways.
Some ways because of love, these guys are going to be doing emotionally abusing girls and if you love me then you'll do this.
That's
and then you have some girls that will just feel like, oh my god, I need.
But if you love the person, you have to do what the person wants.
What are you saying?
Out of love, you're just emotionally just abusing and making them do things that they don't really want to do.
Unwilling.
You see, unwillingly.
That's where you have it wrong. That's just one definition.
Let me give you another one.
Give me five.
Let me give you another one. Even Google says that Unfortunately, it's usually not a happy place. Even Google says it's usually not a happy place.
Right.
According to dictionary.com, submit means
See the
to
reference there.
give over
Dictionary
or
dot com.
yield to the power
See the
or
reference
authority
there.
of
Dictionary dot
another.
com. Please
Power.
look for another
Why?
reference.
Why shouldn't I
Oh,
have
that's
you
another-
overpowering
Take your
me?
phone down. Look
Why
for
should
another
you
reference.
overpower me?
Okay, so make a talk. So we be Christians, right? All of us.
No,
Muslims.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a Christian.
Christians and Muslims, right?
Yes.
So me, I go based on Christianity. First of all my Christian brothers and sisters, you people don't mention the Bible verse.
We did.
You
Ephesians 5
mentioned
verse
You didn't
6.
mention
I
it.
even stated that.
But you didn't mention
I even
it.
stated that.
So
of
fine,
my
it's Ephesians
obligation.
5, 22 to 23. That's where it talks about submission, right? And then in Genesis
There's
as
other
well.
versions as well.
And then in Genesis, right? In Genesis, the Bible says what? I'll what? Make him a helper. The
should
Bible,
help me.
the Bible says I'll make him a helper. Therefore,
Make who a helper?
we'll make Adam a helper.
To the lady.
What are you guys
lady.
talking about?
I'm referring to the Bible. In Genesis, the
Therefore,
Bible says,
okay.
God says, I'll make him a helper. He referred to Eve as what? A helper.
Yeah.
Therefore, Eve being submissive means that what? Eve chooses to bless Adam by being submissive. Submissive does not, yes.
Chooses.
If she's-
It means she still has her will. She still
Yes,
can
yes,
decide.
exactly.
But being submissive doesn't mean you don't have your will.
She
Yes.
still
In
can
that case- in
decide.
that
But the way he's explaining it is as if you don't have your will.
Exactly. The way
The way he's explaining it is like you don't have a say.
You must. That's why you're making it sound. You must submit. You must be
It means it's your responsibility.
You have to do it.
What does it mean if a man has a child? He's responsibility to take care of
No,
the
it's the
child.
man alone.
It's flipping nothing. It's obligation.
Does
What are you saying?
the man take care of the child alone? Can you alone? Can the man alone take care of a
No,
child?
that's it. I need water.
Can the man alone take care of a child? No.
Yeah,
So you
but
don't
He
have
only
to make it.
provides for the
Yes,
needs,
yes,
and
yes,
the
yes,
wife
yes,
takes
yes,
care of
yes,
the
yes,
child.
yes,
A man only provides.
That's why you're twisting it.
No,
How's the fraud?
no, let me finish.
Let me finish.
We are listening.
Let me finish.
Jack,
I'm saying that
you know,
in referring all this to the Bible, right? When you are being submissive, it doesn't mean that you are crawling on the floor, or you are licking your man's boots,
Nobody
or you are.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Submission was what will make your marriage be successful
Exactly.
because
That's what's going to hold it.
exactly because listen,
Even when
You
I have
are
a
saying
point.
your vows, it is gay.
because we know
I have a
that
point.
we know the man is the head of the family.
But then
Let him
okay.
finish, Drew. Let him finish.
We know the man is the head of the family. Definitely, the man will do what? Will make decisions for the family. And definitely, the woman will also have her opinion.
Exactly.
Being submissive here means that if you have an argument with your husband, right? If you are not submissive, you cannot solve it with your husband in a reasonable
With
way.
wisdom.
With wisdom. You argue and you do what? You riot. Hey, you shout anyhow. You just get up. You know, you get it too. You
That's wisdom.
You just get up and you do anything anyhow.
Exactly. Because you don't have that,
Exactly. When you are
that spirit of
Let me
submission.
finish, please.
Let him
When
finish.
you have the
I need
attitude
the
of
background.
submission,
Make
right?
him know it
That attitude of submission, you're able to reason with your husband. If your husband says, oh, I want to do this, you're not telling him that what you are doing doesn't make sense. You call him and say,
Exactly.
oh, what you are doing, let's do it this way. And you see.
You saying
What are you saying?
Exactly.
I think it goes hand in hand.
I don't know what you're talking
Submission
about.
goes hand in hand.
Then it will make you look some way like Charlie. I talk something so
You're
you
making
know.
it look like if you are submitting to your husband, you're an animal. You're not.
Nobody is saying that, but then nobody is saying that. Nobody has even said that.
You're basing it on. Said the girl basing it on the
We haven't
definition.
even answered the question.
You're
The
basing it
question
on a
is,
definition.
the question is, in relationships, is there an underlying issue?
Well,
So,
actually-
is there an issue? Do you feel like generally ladies actually do submit to the ladies that you have been with? Do
Yes.
they honestly
Yes.
they just submit? They do everything that you want.
It happens.
So there
Everything.
is
Oh no, you are not being
They
truthful
also
here.
have opinions,
Yes.
right?
Yes, but
So,
it's
and
Which
if-
they're allowed.
they have opinions, and we don't go like,
I don't-
yo,
I'm not-
yo,
I'm not-
we don't
I don't
ravish their
impose-
opinions or whatever.
I don't
but
impose
at the
my
end of
will
the day-
on women.
Exactly.
No, I don't do that.
So that means you don't tell her what to do. She doesn't.
No,
have to
why
submit.
am I?
But so you want to do
Yes,
No, but that's what
you
he's
see the
saying. That
problem?
the submission
You see the
comes
problem?
naturally
Exactly.
in the relationship. He doesn't tell them what to do, but you see it that she's trying to do what you want.
But there are
But he's not telling them what to do.
some guys that
I mean, I would
abuse
say-
that power.
I would say-
Everything, everything,
that
I would
line.
say
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
There are pros
yeah,
and cons,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So definitely, someone who
There's a
abused the
good and bad
submission
side to
of his wife
everything.
or his girlfriend,
Yeah.
definitely what
But
happened.
the submission
It will
alone would
definitely
actually
happen.
lead to like, you know,
You get
something
it.
really.
But there's some people that
you know,
their girlfriends are actually very submissive. Their wives are actually very submissive.
And some of them are
And it
also
makes the
very
relationship
unhappy.
very healthy.
Yes,
Like,
no, some of the girls are doing everything
come
that the
on.
man
There's
says.
positive-
Some of them are very
there's a
unhappy.
positive side and there's a negative side.
To
Advantage.
everything.
Yeah.
To
On the
everything.
guy
To
side, you
everything.
see that the guy
Exactly.
overlaps.
And I'm
you
looking at the positive
hey,
side.
You love me, so let's do this and let's go there. Let's do. That one
Do you
to
get
you
it?
because he's submissive to you.
Exactly. I'm
And that's
looking
what I'm
at
saying.
the.
It needs to be a joint decision.
And no one is disagreeing with you.
No, this one is. This one
But
is.
did you say that?
No, I disagree with them because she did twist the fact that I
You
said
always-
you are
you always say
obligated
twist.
to, because you
You
are.
always say
You
twist.
twist them.
And
You're
then-
as
and
a
then-
woman, that thing for day your mind inside.
And then,
Obviously,
Jolo.
you can see someone that is right. You can see someone is abusive. Detective Drew, you'd see that. You know that.
Jolo.
But then if you're not
Collect the
willing to be submissive to that
Jolon,
person,
and then what
it
Drew
will
is
change
saying
the
to
whole thing.
what Drew they talk to is
Yeah.
if the submissive thing with the talk, right? As you said, if they get arguments and they're supposed to what solve it, right? And the woman brings her wisdom, right? And he tells the husband that, oh, do this. In the end, knows that the husband might what? Either not take it or take it.
Yes.
Do you get it? So in the
That's
end,
the same way you do. You go fit tell her
Yeah.
something, she might take it or not take it.
Exactly.
That one
Exactly.
today.
you
Exactly.
get
That one
back.
today.
So my point is that
Yeah.
my point is that the woman being submissive here means that even if she tells the husband what to do, the husband might not do it in the end. He will still take his decision if he wants to take whatever he wants to do.
And he's right to do that.
I'm not saying he's right, but in the end, he will still take it. That's why we are saying that no matter what, the woman will be submissive.
You and Jamie made this thing look so scary, as if submission is so demanding, like it's by force. And I am siding with Popsy because he was looking at the good side of it, it's not a bad side, because people, of course, abuse power. Yes. So Popsy, on the being a good person, wouldn't demand some things from his girlfriend or his friend. He wouldn't ask her not to go here, not to be friends with this person, not to do stuff that I actually love. Yes, for that one I agree with him.
Do you get
What
the
are
point?
you saying? You guys are going
I
round
don't know.
in circles.
I don't go around in circles. It's a man's
But
voice.
are you saying a man can choose not to do what his wife asks him to do, but the woman cannot choose to do it? She has to.
The woman can choose, but I'm saying that in the woman's
It takes
submissive,
wisdom.
you get it. Jolon, tell them. I don't even know how
wisdom.
how word it
You know,
is.
women, like you don't understand the kind of power that women have.
It's okay, I'm not
And
wise.
A submissive woman.
Hey, Kelvin.
Everything
let's
is
talk about
everything.
that.
Submissive woman is
Come on,
everything.
thank you.
Take it as I'm not wise.
Hey.
To be on the, to do as she say. Do as she say.
This is
Charlie,
not a
you
matter of
take
you are
yourself
saying,
so
like,
as
just
you
be like,
Charlie,
but why you making it look like, hey,
Thank you.
like, do this,
Thank
do
you.
that. No, it's not that.
That's
At the
all.
end of the day, maybe there's something.
No, the thing is, you don't want to be told what to do. So you might as well, like, literally not be with anyone. You know, be by yourself. Do not appeal to anyone for any form of help.
Self-centered.
You
Regardless,
find
you know?
someone who is not
Find
going
who?
to treat you like a servant.
Treat you.
Because
But who they talk about
No,
servants
you
here?
exactly. You
But
find.
nobody talk about
you'd be
master and
surprised.
servants for
Some
you.
guys actually do that.
I know some guys do that, but
Some guys
And,
do
and
that.
that's why, and,
You know,
and
you
that's
know,
what
you know,
some guys do
about,
that.
you know.
That is why there is a problem
Yes.
with submission
You
in
know,
relationships.
I think we need
That
to.
is the question.
I think we need to find out. We need to find out exactly
The
why
type
those
of
guys do that.
relationships you people are
Since
doing.
we're all
this
into
is
the
not
research thing
personal.
now.
It's personal.
Yeah.
it's not like a personal.
No,
like,
this
But from the way you are talking,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it
You're
looks like.
saying things. You're acting like you don't have friends or people don't talk. You
The
don't
friends
watch
I
things
have,
on
you've not met
TV.
guys who are abusive or who are, you know.
Maybe you
Because
have
they are better
you have
detectives.
you have a good circle of friends, but maybe Kelvin doesn't.
Kelvin also has.
You
don't
don't
you
know,
have,
you
my
don't know
brother?
anybody.
Clinton is my circle of friends. What are you
Exactly.
saying? Jordan is my circle.
What are you saying?
And they are all good friends. They are my circle of friends.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you are
Okay,
bad?
we can all be good people here, but there could be some people in this world that are
That's
not.
what Clinton is saying. That is
But we are talking
about
about the positive side.
Based on
But we can't
hypothesis.
only
what we
talk
are
about the
talking about.
positive side.
And
Based
about
on
The
both
negative
sides.
side you are talking about is like it's few, like it's, you know,
You
like
see,
one
let's
person.
face facts. Let's face facts.
Yeah.
In marriages in Ghana here,
Yeah.
the woman most of the time, majority,
Yeah.
that's what the husband tells her to do. Don't
And
do.
most of them are not happy.
Most of them are
Thank
not
you.
happy.
Most of them are not in a
That's
happy
not happy.
relationship.
That's
They are
what
not in a
you're
happy.
talking about.
But then-
And
but then they have that
because,
perimeter.
and because society frowns on
On it.
divorce,
Thank
they are
you.
still there.
Exactly.
They don't want to leave
And they
the
have that
place for
primitive
the kids
mindset
to
that
suffer.
what? Do what your husband says, even though it's abusive. See, that's where we must draw
And
the
that's
line.
why
That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Say you don't
You
have
must know the
that's-
difference between abuse and,
he's on our
and being
side.
submissive.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
That's what side they were going.
He's
they were
talking
going
about
around it.
protection.
See, we
He's
didn't
talking
say
about
we didn't
protection.
say you don't need to submit. We are only saying that as you are talking about
No, you said she must
compromising.
submit.
Be willing
As
to-
you are talking about
You don't seem like you
compromising,
be willing to.
as you are talking about
you don't sound like you be
compromising,
willing
you
to.
need to meet
That's
the
what- you
girl
don't sound like
in
you
the
be willing
middle.
to.
You submit, I submit. You don't.
you're not willing to. You want me to. You want to be certain that I'll be that 50% in before you would. Yes, but
I don't want the man to send me. I don't want the man to send me.
That's how you sound.
I don't want the man to send me.
Then you're not
She
understanding.
wants
You
to
are
be
not
pampered.
listening.
If
That's not even the problem.
That's not even that.
You guys are not listening.
What Jolon wants you to know is that it can't be 50-50.
Why? It should be 50-50.
Why?
No.
Then you're not being real.
It will be
should
slightly
be
above.
50-50.
Even if it's 51,
That's what I'm
if it's
saying.
51.
Never.
That's why they made the man the head of the house.
And the woman is the neck. And without the neck,
You don't stand.
Yes, exactly. The man is the head. The woman is the neck. Without the neck,
So then you guys cannot function without us.
Artificial brain day, no. But you go fit do something to support the neck. Make the body come without the neck. You go fit function. You go fit do something to support the neck.
Bring back the money thing aspect.
I was just about to say, you guys, you said you would date. You said you would date.
I will bring back the money. I will bring back the money party.
Bring it.
I'll bring back your money
Bring
party. It's good you even brought that because I was out of example.
We are listening.
So now in a relationship, I was out of
know,
example
right?
because if I'm dating, I said earlier that if I'm dating an older woman that's about like 10 years, I need to be on the same social status as she is. And then Drew did make a reference about what if she's loving, did you say submissive? I don't remember. You probably did. But the point, but the thing is, she's down to my level, but I would not go, that far if I'm not on the same social status with her. Why?
But Kelvin said he would.
Why?
Kelvin said he would.
I said I would do it.
Yes, I remember
Has
clearly.
more money than you. If she has more
No.
money than you,
That's what we're
Somebody
saying.
can
Was
be
3
both
years.
ways.
No.
So therefore, she is the
That-
head.
that's
That was
Even
4
the
years. That was 4-3 years different. I'm talking about 10
that's
years.
all-
That's what you're talking
That's
about.
what 10 years.
But yes,
Tell
if she has more money
Tell
than
me,
me,
Jolon,
she
you're
pamper
talking too
me.
much. Where's the relevance?
Make she pamper me, I dey like.
Exactly.
So
Jolon,
you
continue.
say she can be
So-
the head.
So
That means 50-50 in both relationships.
So
That
in
means
this
submit
case-
where? Submit where? That means you should be submitting to the woman because at the end of the day, she's bringing food to your table. She is looking after you.
See, we are not
Therefore,
talking
you should
about
submit to her.
money being the
Hey,
reason
today
why
it's
you
not
submit.
money.
We are not talking about money being the reason why you submit.
But that's a
but it's because of money that a lot of women are submitting.
Thank you, girl.
It's because
I
of
love
money.
you.
So you are-
because
so you
of
are saying
money.
we-
I have been in a situation like that before.
So in the end, money is
Because
powerful.
of money.
Money is more
Money is
powerful
more.
than love.
No, money is powerful.
Than
Very
love.
powerful.
Thank you.
Very powerful.
Thank you.
Very powerful.
Thank you. Money is powerful than love. Thank
Money
you.
is powerful.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be that way.
No, it's fine. I like your point.
It's fine.
You don't understand what they're being.
You don't. No,
Money
you
is
don't
powerful
understand.
than love. So you see,
I'm not saying
we
money
are
is
talking about submission being
Love is
love.
powerful.
But I
Money
see
is
they are
equally
thinking that
powerful.
submission is because what? Someone has more money.
Exactly.
But that's what it is. The woman can take care of me and she'll still be submissive because she loves me.
Yes.
What do you
That's
mean?
that's what you don't get.
Yes.
That is what you don't get.
You guys are
I'll point at you in my eye. Love can make someone be submissive to you, even if the person has more money than you.
But
Yeah.
then even when the lady's being submissive, she is not happy. This is the point that we're trying to say.
I mean, I
That's
say that that's
exactly what
where we
you're
must
trying
draw
to
the
say.
line. But then in the end, we are talking as a Christian family, as
If
Christians.
you're in
Love.
love with the person,
Love.
if you're
I
in
don't
love
get
with
you
the
one
person,
for one.
you are submitting to the person.
If you're in love, you do stupid things, so you wouldn't even see that as being submissive. If you're in
Exactly,
love,
you
you
even
do
see
a
that
lot
being
of stupid
submissive.
things. You wouldn't even
That's what I'm
see.
saying. Once you
When
love
you're
the
out of love, that you
person,
realize that this
So
guy was
what
abusing
is that?
me.
But
Yeah.
then he's loving you.
Yeah.
Why is the guy not also stupid and doing stupid things because he loves you? Is it that you
Yeah.
love the guy more than he loves you?
Girls always, most of the time, girls always love guys more than they love them.
That's
It
what's the
shouldn't be like
problem.
that.
That's the
And I'm saying
problem.
that's what
That's
happens.
the problem.
And it
That's
should be-
society.
The girls
It's
you've been
there.
with, the girls you've been love you more than you love
No, I
them.
love them more than they love me.
And what are you basing your facts on?
He's talking
I'm
about
talking about the majority.
Oh,
Majority
we're talking
what?
about the majority.
Majority
You say
where?
about your friends, huh?
Jamila, we need to
When
do
we were
like
talking
a whole
about that, what
thesis
were you
because like
saying?
you're asking for facts on a floor where we're
Yes,
not
I'm
even in a
asking
research.
because you're saying you
I
should
don't
know
have
what
the
you're
facts.
saying.
I mean, we're all
So then why
basing it
you
on
say it
hypothesis.
doesn't mean you're
It's
talking trash. You
hypothetical.
should know what you're
Please.
saying.
Jayla, why you
It's
shouting?
hypothetical. That's the only way you guys to get my point across. It's hypothetical. You can't ask for evidence.
Oh
right
my boy.
We all know that. We all know
Exactly.
that in this society, even most of the stories we hear,
Thank
the
you.
girl
Tell us why you
loves
even
the-
disputing that.
loves more
And that
than
is
the guy
their
in the
problem.
relationship.
That is their problem.
So they end up being submissive even without them knowing.
Exactly,
And
that is
love.
their problem.
That is
It's
being
the
in love
issue.
and being what submissive.
Yeah,
but then you must draw the line where you realize that no, this submission
being
is actually what
submissive in a
the person
bad way.
abusing
It's
you.
not a lie,
Exactly.
but then you have to be submissive.
Can you imagine a guy telling you not to go out because he feels he's the man of the house and then he has the right to like actually tell you what to do? And I feel that's the reason why so many people are in toxic relationships and unhappy relationships, because there are things a girl wants to do for herself, but she can't because she needs permission from her man, or not even her man. And in most cases, they are not even married. If you are married, I think it's a different ballgame altogether. But can you imagine you are just in a relationship that both of you can wake up any moment and say you are done? So why do I need to sleep on the ground for you to like walk all over me and then we wake up the next day and we are done? I feel it's unhealthy.
But then when you have guys like you that come into relationships that she must be, you are happy and she's over there.
Why did I do that? When did I do that? You see the way when did I do that? Why did I do that?
You said the girl needs to be here.
I said that. You didn't say that. Tracy, do you see me doing that? Don't wet my mouth. I never said a girl will be down here.
The Bible you're talking about is what
she said. A girl will be down here. No.
He never said that. He never said that.
I never said it.
You know the majority will want them.
I never said a girl will be down here. My hand was. I didn't even. What are you saying?
Oh my God.
Oh no, I never said that. No, I never. I never said a girl should be down here. I never said that.
Okay, so where should the girl be?
Where should the
In a
girl?
relationship, where should the girl be? Nobody's talking to you. Where should the girl be in a relationship?
She should be where? In my house. Where else for this?
Thank you.
Where should she be now? She should be in my house. She should be by my
So
side.
she should stay in your house all the time while you go out to work and
I
enjoy
never
your
said
life.
I'll-
She should stay at home.
Oh,
But he didn't say that.
Why you asking where
You
she
say
is
she
now?
should be in the
I don't
She should be in the house.
I don't even like women who don't work. I hate it.
Okay.
Women who don't work.
Okay, we
I
are
hate it.
asking you a question.
I want a woman who go out there.
We are
yes.
asking a
She should even leave the
question.
children with
We are
me and
asking a
go.
question. You have a problem.
I'll be a
You
house
have to
husband
work
for
and you
you.
stay at home. Toy
No,
boy.
I'll work.
Toy boy.
Look at you. I said I'll work. My wife should work. That one there. Make my
So
wife
you
go
have a
and sit in the
problem
house.
with the 50-50. So
I'm saying
where
that
do you
it-
think the
see,
woman
it-
should
it-
be?
It can't be 50-50.
That's
So where do you think the woman should be?
70-30.
It might look like, yeah,
60-40.
no.
That one don't argue with me. It can't be 50-50. The woman will
Why
be more
can't it be
submissive than the man.
50-50?
Because the man will definitely be the head. The man will take
Nobody
some
is
decisions.
taking that away from
can still be
you.
the head and it can
Nobody's
still be
taking that away from you.
The man will take some decisions that what the woman will not like, but she will still what have to go with it.
Exactly.
The woman can say, oh, I want my children to go to
Only when you
this party.
compromise. So you need to compromise.
There's no compromise. The woman, there's no compromise.
Okay.
The man is
Okay.
Cool down.
Okay.
Cool down.
Okay.
Alright, why do you want to abuse me? Why do you want to abuse me right now?
No, we were all for it. We were all for the compromise and shit. But now you're saying there is no compromise.
I'm
So
saying,
what?
bro, listen. In a relationship where there is no understanding, you know you are leading to nowhere. Because at the end of the day, quarrels and nobody go understand.
It's
each other.
a marriage.
And you know,
Understanding is part of being submissive.
exactly. And it's part of being, you compromising.
Relax. All he's trying to say is that there are certain decisions
Exactly.
as a man, the ego take come
As a man,
regardless.
the man will take it regardless. You get
But
the
that
point.
doesn't mean
That's
that
what
doesn't
I'm
mean-
saying. That's what I'm saying. That there's no
Right,
compromise in that one. That's my point.
Yeah.
In that one, there's no compromise.
So that one,
So you agree that it should be 70-30?
There's no compromise.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm not saying in a relationship there's no
Whoa,
compromise.
guys.
The woman will definitely be the woman.
In fact, that's
But most
check
of
the
the decisions,
statistics.
like the guy,
What's
the man is
No,
supposed to
check
take
the
What's
statistics.
statistics?
That's what it is.
What gives him the authority to
Statistics
have that
don't
7? What does he need to do to gain that 70-30?
What are you basing your
What are you basing it on?
What are you
What are you
basing
That
it
he
on?
was put to a deep sleep and then his rib was taken out.
What the
That's
fuck
what
are you guys
I'm
talking
That's what
about?
he's basing it on.
So,
So
And whose problem is that supposed to be? Is that my problem?
check right now. If we check right now, my rib is not there.
Is it my problem?
You have it. If we check right now, it's not there. You have it. Okay, give it to me. Yes, you have it.
Is it my
Check
problem?
right now, my rib is there. You
Church,
didn't there.
it's not my problem. You should have a problem with God, not me. I don't have a problem. You should, that's not my problem.
I like
That's not my problem that your rib was
that.
taken. So you don't need to demand anything. You don't need
We are
to
not
demand a
demanding.
70%.
You are
That
demanding.
your rib was
We're not
taken.
You are
demanding.
reducing me, a
Lately.
woman of worth, to
No.
30%. How dare you?
But your worth is your worth.
You know,
Your worth
you
is
know,
So you're saying that my
your
worth is only 30%?
And my word is worth 30%.
You know what's
And you
really
see
in front of your man, it's supposed to be 30%.
You know
Who is my man?
You know what?
Who is this man you guys are talking about? Who is he? He sounds so superior.
You know
like
what's
he needs
amazing
to be
about
here.
it?
You need to be there.
You go there talk say when they talk about relationship, there are different types of relationship. Even if it is a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, respect, submission has to be the basis, because at the end of the day, you are working towards something, a brighter future. So if you are not going to be submissive in a relationship, you wait till when then you become submissive. Like if you get married, so if you are in a relationship where you the boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, they see I'm saying you don't need say for submit to your man. Charlie, see, charity they say begins at home. You first start from somewhere, then you build them and you move. That's how we do things. You can't just wake up and say it has to be 50-50 for where. There is a reason why God made man the leader of the house. Where he say he go give we woman, make it be one a helper. There's a reason to that. You for do your research work, because I feel like say you are lost. You need to be found.
You guys are making men sound like...
There are some women that would have a problem when they are doing so well than their husbands. You know, they would feel like, nah, he should be on a certain pedestal at that point. Those women have no ounce of submission. Because if the man doesn't have any problem with you being in the limelight and he being right behind you.
Why should he have a problem with that?
But there are women that have problems
Why
with
should he
that.
have a problem with it's my career. You met me, I was working. Thank you. See, met you. Got a problem.
Listen to what he said. I'm done. I dropped them.
Yes, be done.
You're done.
You had because you had no point.
Jamila Drew.
Girl, you're done.
Finish his point. Finish his point for him.
Jamila Drew, listen, we are not saying that submission lick the person's boots.
No.
I'm not looking.
Lie, exactly. Lie on the friend and the person walk over.
Don't take it literally.
Don't take it in that way.
Yeah. The fact is you can't even explain it properly.
Exactly.
You can't even explain it properly.
And are you explaining it properly?
Exactly. You're not even listening to
I just said that you should. Submission means
Just listening to speak. You're not listening to digest it to understand.
You're talking a facade. 50-50. No,
Facade,
in actual fact,
facade.
it's 70-30. Openly, it might look like that. No,
So they
let's
do
be
like
real here.
Siri for iPhone,
Exactly.
hey Siri, then Siri listen your
Thank
speech,
you.
then give you answer.
I mean,
this is what we are saying.
Yes, it might look like that.
Understanding is part of
You need to
love.
make me understand. You need to make
You're
me
not willing to.
understand.
I can't make you understand.
You
You're not
need
willing.
to-
You can take the
you
horse
don't-
to
you
your
don't
pen, but
have
you
to-
can't
you
drink it.
Don't use
You're
my
not willing.
thesis.
You're not willing.
What you see what they are even saying right now is that what? In the end, all they're trying to tell you is that money is what? More powerful.
Where did the money
than
come
love.
Where did it come from?
Because
Who made
because-
mention of
Money is not more powerful. Money is powerful. Love is equally powerful.
Thank you.
And it
mention
goes.
of money.
They all powerful. Money is powerful. Love is equally
She just
powerful.
said she has a personal experience with something.
Listen.
See,
Listen, nobody, honestly, I am not saying that a lady should not submit to a man. I'm not
What are you
saying
saying?
that.
What are you
Wait,
saying?
what I'm
What
saying,
are
I'm
you
saying
saying?
that there is
Sounds
ways
like
to
you're
do
siding
this.
me
No,
now.
I'm never. I would
Yes,
never.
you are.
Because you just have nonsense
Yes, you
points.
are.
What I'm saying is when you come to marriage, when
are.
it comes to relationship, there needs to be that compromise. Fair enough, the man might make the final decision. Fair enough. But that is because you have come to me and we have both talked about something. It's not you just come and I might have an idea and you say, no,
So
we're
that's
going to do it
the
like this.
That's where
That's
you
what
see.
we are
That's
talking
what we're
about.
talking about.
You guys are looking at the bad
That's
side.
where I'm going. Exactly.
That's what we are talking about.
If
But
it's a
then
submission
still
way,
at
they
the
know
end
the
of the
bar
day,
based on that
still at
definition
the
when
end
you
of the
read.
day,
No, maybe you
I
have
will
your
do
own
whatever I want to
definition.
do.
She
But
has
that's- I
hers.
just-
You read two,
It-
just two.
And
Read
then
five.
these
Read
two
five
have these
different
two
versions.
sides.
And don't read the ones that will
listen
favor
to
you.
him.
I think someone else should find a different
You
You
definition
think
of
you
submission.
think I'm making it up?
Because
You
you're
think I was
biased.
making
No,
it
you're
up?
biased.
on
No, no,
Google.
you're
It was
obsessively
making it up.
biased. Yes.
Why would it be biased?
Yes. If
Because
you don't
you
know, I'm
just-
telling you.
You think I was making it
I
up?
don't
we
wanna
can
hear what you're
of
telling
course.
me.
How would you?
me, in my point, submission goes with love. And in the end, how much you love the guy.
Listen,
will
there
show-
is this another one.
Shouldn't
The
even let you
action of
finish.
accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person.
And that superior force is God.
It's-
I think
And that's
I
the
stick-
raw
I
form.
stick on
And that's
my-
the raw
superior
form.
force is
That's
God.
the
The
raw
God
form of
stage, when it comes to
submission.
humans, men are superior. Even when you are saying,
Hey.
when you are saying your
Hey.
wedding
There is
vows,
equality
listen,
in this world.
when you
Hey.
are
We
saying
are
your
the
wedding
same
vows,
power.
listen, even when you
We
are
are the
saying your
same
wedding
level.
vows before you
You're not
get
drinking.
married, you will support the man. It is there. If you should read, like, somebody should search for wedding vows.
Yeah, it's
We are
true.
not talking
It
about
is
wedding
there.
vows.
It is there.
Why?
We are talking about
then.
marriage here. And I'm saying, even before you enter the marriage, it is there. It is there. You say it with your own mouth and you add sweet things to it for people to laugh. It is there.
That's
so you
what-
submit. Listen, we are
But
looking
she
at the
said
good
in
side of
marriage she
submission.
will. That was what she
That's what
said. She said in marriage.
Relationship. The question is about relationship.
No, but marriage, you have marital
But the
relationship.
question is
We have-
relationship.
So it
A
cuts
relationship
apart
must be
from
submit to you.
Are you
And at the end of the
saying-
day, you leave
Thank
me.
you. Boyfriend and girlfriend.
But-
I do everything you ask me to do, and then you're out there like Kelvin cheating with a watch seller.
And then really?
With the church seller.
really?
Are you the watch seller? Are you the watch seller?
You know,
Who's the watch seller here?
Get out, man.
you know the amazing thing, just by googling it, you're literally reading what is your definition by us, and based on how you
We are tired. We are tired. We are done. We are done. We are
I just saw
done.
your definition, and I'm seeing another
And then
one.
okay, and then so I didn't make it up.
Thank you. Shame on you.
I did say
Either
another
way,
one. See if you were paying
well,
attention.
I'm ending the conversation.
Right
so
now, Julie, let me finish.
Who made you
Let me
the
say my final
conversation
point.
ender?
say your final point.
My final
Who
point
made
is
you the
that
conversation ender?
when you submit, right, submission, as I said, doesn't mean you should make somebody what abuse you or somebody what just walk over you. Do you get it? Submission will definitely come naturally. Like when you love someone so much, you don't even see it as if
Understanding.
you get it. And in the end, what Drew is saying that the man was definitely give you a final decision. If there's no submission, you will not make that decision stand. That's my point.
All right, you're done.
Submission makes the decision that the man has taken as the final decision. Even though you've come to a compromise, submission still makes you what? Take his decision as the final one. If you don't have submission, even if there's a compromise, you will still not do what? Take his decision as the final one. That's my point, Drew.
All right.
Don't look at me like that.
You guys already know my point.
Alright, last point.
You already know my point. In a relationship, a boyfriend and girlfriend, because I'm collecting data, I'm not going to do anything you tell me what to do. In friendship, that's also a form of relationship. I'm not going to do whatever you tell me to do. I have my own decisions. I can make my own decisions. I can do whatever I want. I know my rights. In a marital relationship, compromise, communication, those are the key factors that will determine what I'm going to do at the end.
Please, I'm very sorry to our data collector and the child of God that if sorry. She said half. For me, okay, I still understand the half, but still, the girl she submits. But then if you're my friend, fuck off. I don't need to submit to you like for anything, because you don't feed me in the first place. There's nothing you give to me, nothing. And then in a relationship, still, nigga man, go your way. But then when we are married, that one I owe it to you because it says in the Bible, as I said, a lady is supposed to submit to her husband, not foolish submission. So please submit wisely.
I'm saying that in a marriage,
I even finished my
it needs to be 50-50.
It's too good.
It doesn't mean like I'm going to tell you what to do or not going to do what you ask, but then you can equally also listen to me and do what I ask. If that understanding is there, then there is no problem. And then the reason why we are like based on the negative parts is because there are women out there going through this.
Right.
Man is the superior, man is
So
the
I
head
should
of,
keep
man
quiet
is this,
and be
and
silent.
in
Taking
life,
advantage of
men
it.
are better than,
Exactly.
men are
Thank
better.
you.
There are
That's why
people
there's
taking
a
advantage.
problem.
That's why we are basing it on that aspect.
I get that
because
point.
there are some
You
men
feel
out there.
oppressed. The oppression.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
That
So
one,
we
that
need
one there,
to-
we agree with you.
Yeah, so we
100%.
need to talk about it.
That's why I say we need to draw the line.
Yeah, that's what
but
we
then
are
this
saying.
is actually very good.
Yeah, it's very nice.
What's his name again?
The
He's
master,
there. That's the
then
Master. Oh, okay, Master Mixer. Yo, shout out to you, yeah. This is good. This is
See
good.
that we are
This is
listening
good.
to your
What's your
final
final
point.
point?
I hope it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Very good.
It doesn't.
Your final point.
Your final point.
I feel like my point there finish.
You have made a point. You don't have.
Oh, so yeah,
I'm thinking of what to say.
I don't know. It's in this. I feel like in a relationship, whatever relationship it is, if it's maybe a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, at the end of the day, you are working towards something, great or whatever it is. So at the end of the day, you'd have to submit from like wherever the relationship begins. It has to be 70-30. You understand? That's why I feel.
That's his
All
point.
right,
Don't
now.
cut
That's
him.
why I
I
feel.
haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know, but if we say submission, it doesn't mean it be master and slave
It's
thing.
not.
But why
That's not-
70?
that's
That's
not-
what I
that's
want to
not
know.
what
Why
we
is the
do.
number
Just said
70 and
you
not
know,
60?
that's not what we
Just say you're not in true. Let him
But why is
finish.
the number 60 and not 70? Why is it 70 not 60? Why is it not
Why are you
55?
interrupting?
I asked the question. I'm trying to understand your point.
It's rhetoric. Don't answer. It's rhetoric. She'll answer herself. Sally, finish. Yeah,
You
rhetoric.
finish. Nah.
I feel before you back you already, you understand. On the friendship level, I'm my own person. I can't do what you want me to do.
I mean,
Unless
friendship
want
and
to do
stuff.
it.
Now,
Who
if
talks
friend-
about
on the
stuff?
relationship, who are you?
On the relationship.
Like, who
On
are
the
you?
relationship,
In relationship
that's
too, who are you?
Hey,
let
there's
me
a friend that
finish.
is older than somebody and they'll tell them we want to do what
On the
we want.
relationship level, I'm still my own person. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me
Exactly,
anything.
because at the end of the day, you can
want
leave.
to fine if I want to fine. But when we are married, when we are entering, I make that promise to submit to you. It's even in the Bible.
Even
So
when
over
he's beating
there,
you.
be correct submission, not submission on the stupid side.
Exactly.
Either way, he has 70%. So
Still healthy
For
submission.
mine, it's not 70%.
What's
But
yours?
then,
What's the percentage in yours? Thank you.
That's
all I was saying.
That's what we are
Why are we asking questions while we're concealing our point?
That's what we are saying.
Thank you.
So it seems like we are all on the same level now.
we all go, when we are all on the same, even if I don't agree, once we understand each other, we will move. Even if we've killed somebody, we'll find somebody.
And that's why the
Something
compromise
to end.
comes in. We compromise,
that'd be all.
but then we are on the same level.
How to get away with?
Murder.
See, we know the toxic submission be you for lick the floor for your partner, or you have to be crawling or stepping on glass or something for you. No, submission is understanding. Submission is also love. Like, I mean, if you are submissive way, you get issue. If your wife is submissive, you can solve it. She'll have understanding, you have understanding. If there's no submission, 50-50 doesn't work. If you are both 50-50, you can't come to an agreement. Forget, you know they happen. 50-50 doesn't solve anything. One has to be submissive for you to come to an agreement. That is how it works. You know, if you tell me, say, yes, so we'll meet in the middle. Come on, guys. If Davido sweet in the middle, what did they tell me? Forget.
In a friendship, okay, I feel like friendships grow and lead into something more important. If I don't see as a woman the spirit of submission in you, or willingness to be submissive even during our friendship, there's no way our friendship would go to some extent, because there might be times where you might require advices from me, and actually I might be thinking clear in that state. You might be vulnerable in that state, might not be thinking clear, but if you're not willing to submit to what I'm giving, you will not pay attention to it. That's one with the friendship aspect. Yeah, we're dating. If I don't see that part of submission in you, I mean, there's no way the relationship will lead anywhere. I mean, but that's me. You get what I'm saying? Ideally, as a woman, I feel like your power to even coerce me or even let me do stuff that I may not want to do is through your submission. So if I don't see that in you, I mean, I feel like, there's no way, I mean, when it leads into marriage, you're going to be submissive.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if you're not submissive, after taking the vows, you're just taking the vows for taking the sake. Anyway, there's no way you'll be submissive when we're married. You get it?
And on that note,
it has to be 80-20.
We are about to
say no to abusers. Make sure no one abuses in your relationship. If your
Leave.
If your boyfriend is beating you,
Do not be blinded by love.
if your boyfriend is
there is no
beating
such thing
you,
as 70%.
leave the boy. If he's beating you, slapping you, don't be in
Beating
an
is amazing.
abusive
Just because I have
relationship.
money doesn't mean you should go for
Money
it.
is not everything. Be in love. Be in love.
He said it. Money is not
No, money.
everything. Love
Someone doesn't have to beat you for money.
You better
Wow.
listen.
Yeah.
Some women
point.
take the
Calvin
beatings
is
because
a
of the money. Yeah.
confused
That's why it
guy.
makes money more powerful. So
Yeah.
I'm saying that don't be in it for the money. If someone is beating you because he
But
has
somebody
money,
said they
don't
don't get money, still go
you
beat
beat
you.
them.
Yeah.
So bad.
And out of love, she will stay. Because she's
Hey, then which
submissive to
type
the
of
man.
love is that?
It's the love that
you
gives
You
you
guys have
submissive
made it
love.
seem, yes.
It's your submissive love. Thank you.
And cut. Once again, the men God. Yay!
The way you're